Trade up. Yep. Let's see
Chargers
some,
just
Mike.
traded up. What is that?
Why
Two?
is it-
How many
is
picks
it
did we just
Mitchell?
trade up? 3 or 4 picks to the Patriots at 34? Okay.
Is it? So
Go
this
on.
got to be a wide receiver.
AD Mitchell?
It has to be Adonai Mitchell, bro.
AD Mitchell?
I'd be so hype about that.
It's got to be a wide receiver.
Oh, it has to be.
Or is it Ladd McConkey?
The connection of Herbert, if they end up picking him, that makes me nervous.
Good.
That makes me a little nervous. That makes me a little uncomfortable.
It should.
It's looking like. Listen, Ladd's on an iPad. Looks like he has smiles on his face.
Seems
Wait,
like it's
Ladd
McConkey.
No, you can't. No.
Yes.
Really? McConkey over AD first?
Something's
now that's
going on with Adonai Mitchell then for sure.
Okay, this
No,
dude,
man.
Ladd McConkey, is one of the smoothest route runners I have seen.
Oh,
in
yeah.
a long
Oh,
Talk
here's the
about it,
trade.
Haley.
So they gave up
This-
110, which was the Keenan Allen pick that they got from the Bears, and they're getting a 5th-round pick just to move up 3 spots. Okay, so it's a 4th, 5th-round swap. All right, that's not that bad. Not a lot. Not a lot. And it's Ladd McConkey. It is Ladd McConkey. Wow.
Okay, you got a great dude.
Let-
Elite footwork from this guy.
Yep.
Gets in and out of breaks easy.
Talk
Yeah.
him into it, Haley. It doesn't seem like
No,
he's.
that was
No,
her
I
guy.
didn't-
I did some research. I'm gonna let her take it away on this. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Haley,
please.
go
Go
on.
ahead, Haley.
You tell
So
us.
this is a dude that I love. I have loved watching this guy. I remember the first time I kind of heard a little bit of his conversation was when we were talking at the combine, but then he continued to go on media, and you know how they always do their little escapades and like try to get more stuff. I heard him on Kay Adams, and with a lot of confidence on that show, he was talking about how route running was his most elite skill set and how this was something that he felt confident in. So then I kind of like deep dived on it because a lot of people were saying, you know, this is a dude who he gets like 3.26 yards per route. His run figure rates 4th in class. He's got 86.5 of his targets in 2023 when he was deemed open. He again is another really skilled dude who's very difficult to cover one-on-one, but it's the footwork for me and how he gets in and out of those breaks so easily. I just think that this guy paired with an offense that if you have a guy that you can now throw and target and continue to sling it with Herbert on the opposite end of this is making me uncomfy. I don't necessarily love it. I wanted this guy with the Chiefs. So to see him now go to the Chargers, I don't like it. I wish I had some wine. I didn't get any wine.
I think that this is the best wide receiver that you could get in order to try and replicate what you're losing out with from Keenan Allen departing. Because
Yes.
this is a guy that you're 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, 4th and 3 or whatever. You need a quick 4 or 5 yards to a slant, something quick to the outside, little dig route or whatever. If you're not running the ball, or maybe you're running the ball really well and you just want to pass to get the defense off guard, this is the guy that you throw to because you have him one-on-one, either in the slot or out wide. He actually played almost 80% of his snaps this past season out wide, so he can play on the outside. He's not just a route runner on the inside. He can play X, he can play Z. This is a guy who is going to replicate what Keenan Allen does. The route running, you said it, the feet, really, really good. He's got great hands. I really like this pick. Something is going on with Adonai Mitchell because that would probably be the guy that I take. His yards per route run, though, is 3.26. That's a great number.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, this dude's gonna be good. You guys got a good one. And way to trade up and get him. So what do you know the details of the trade, or is it just simply
Yeah,
They
so
swapped a 4th and a 5, correct?
yeah, and it was the Keenan Allen 4th that we got from the Bears. That's like
Wow.
poetic,
The gift that keeps on giving.
bro. I love this. I love it.
I'm glad you feel that way because at first I wasn't sure your reaction. I wasn't sure if you were
Well,
in.
I was just confused because Adonai Mitchell was there, and Adonai
Yeah.
Mitchell he can do it's pretty similar their games. I think Ladd McConkey and Adonai Mitchell. I just would have preferred him, but if the Chargers are so set on Ladd McConkey and not taking Adonai Mitchell, I trust their decision making because like
Yeah.
we said earlier on in the stream, like you're bought into Sean Payton, bro. I'm bought into Jim Harbaugh.
Fair enough.
100%.
Fair enough.
I hate to say I'm not completely bought into Luke Getsy yet, but we'll see how it works out with the Raiders offense. We have the weapons, though.
So now the wide receiver room is Ladd McConkey, Josh Palmer, and Quentin Johnston. Does that scare you guys in the AFC
No.
West?
No, not even a little bit. With all due respect, I think you understood that answer was coming. Listen, I'll say this as someone. I respect the hell out of Josh Palmer. I think Josh Palmer is one of the more underappreciated wide receivers. I think he's a wide receiver 2, a low-end wide receiver 2, but he's still a solid option at wide receiver 2. QJ is a work in progress. I feel like, obviously, after his rookie season, we were all left feeling underwhelmed. Ladd does bring a sense of excitement. You bring in a guy that ran a sub 4.4. Obviously, that's going to get you hype. Haley laid it out for you guys perfectly. You see all the tools that he has as a route runner, the separation he creates, the hands that this guy has, and you pair that with now having a solid foundation at the offensive line, and you have one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League in Herbert. I may not be infatuated with your weapons, but hey, I like this. I like this direction. I like your first 2 picks. It's definitely a trend in the right direction.
I mean, if you would have told me that we got Joe Alt and Ladd McConkey, I would have thought we traded into the first round at the back end of the first round.
Yeah.
So I think the value here, especially when you're getting OT1 and you're getting, like maybe wide receiver 5. Some people have him as wide receiver 4. Again, I probably have Adonai Mitchell over him, but the value there, like at receiver, some of those day 2 wide receivers, I was talking about it on YouTube, like just yesterday, I think. Those day 2 wide receivers, the hit rate there, it's pretty good, especially when you compare it to the hit rate on round 1 wide receivers. There's not much of a drop off, but the drop off when you draft offensive tackles on day 2 versus day 1, it's a big drop off. So the value there, it's really, really nice. I like these 2 first picks.